decided to take the Grom out for a little practice rip.
So you guys saw the title, you guys saw the thumbnail. I wrecked pretty bad. Fortunately though, I'm pretty all right, and I kind of want to get into like what happened and the injuries that I have, or the lack thereof. So before we begin today, before I can even really talk about anything, there is something I have to discuss. Because YouTube has been coming for your boy lately, and it seems like I can't really post anything without having some monetization issues, I would just like to discuss one small thing about the YouTube guidelines before we go. You guys may not know this, but YouTube ad revenue is basically the sole source of how I fund and live. I am still a full-time student. I'm finishing up my last semester right now in school. I don't do advertisements. I don't try to sell you guys stupid things I don't believe in, nor do I even sell you guys things I do believe in. I don't push merch. I don't try to push like any outside things like a Patreon or anything like that. So yeah, YouTube ad revenue is like the main way how I do these videos. It doesn't cost you anything, it doesn't cost me anything. It's a nice little friendly relationship we have going on. Unfortunately, with motorcycles and a lot of things that you do on motorcycles, comes problems with monetization. However, there are some things under this content can earn ad revenue. Stunts and acts that are slightly dangerous, but performed in a professional or controlled environment where no one is seriously injured. Activities where risk is involved with no visible injuries, such as professional stunts or extreme sports, such as wingsuit flying. Motor vehicles speeding or drifting without doing dangerous tricks, such as stand-up wheelies or free hands. The way that it specifically outlines stand-up wheelies means that I think that implies that sit-down wheelies are okay. Now, obviously, wrecking a motorcycle comes with the threat of serious injury. So I do want to say, don't try any of this, what you see in the video at home. Because here's the funny part is, before I show you guys the footage of what actually happened, I'm not injured. I have no road rash. I have no broken bones or nothing. I'm completely free. I'm not going to do any jumping jacks because my head hurts a little bit. I have a headache. I have a mild headache, that's all it is. You know why? Because the amazing thing is, I was wearing full motorcycle gear. I had on my leather jacket, I had on my leather pants, my boots. Those don't even have any markings on them. The only marking I can find on my jacket was right here on my shoulder. That's it. And there's some marks back here on the back part as well, but that's no big deal. Zero injuries or road rash injuries. The only bad thing is I hit my head pretty hard. But again, I had a motorcycle helmet on, so no big deal. There's a pretty nasty scratch right there, but oh well, that comes with doing stupid things on your motorcycle. The education part of this video that I want to make is I want to compare me wearing full gear on my motorcycle and crashing a motorcycle at a relatively lower speed, but wearing full motorcycle gear compared to when I crashed this bike last year. This is not the same V4 that I owned last year. Obviously, I bought a new 2025 when I wrecked my old 2024. That was arguably a little bit prettier than this one. But if you guys think back and remember around this time last year, I spent almost a week in the hospital. I was wearing just a hoodie and jeans with no boots on, broke my foot, still had a concussion, basically suffered a bunch of stupid injuries for no reason just because I wasn't wearing my motorcycle gear. Now compare that to this year when I crash a bike with not even 1/10 of the horsepower, wearing full motorcycle gear and experiencing virtually no injuries because of that. I call that growth. I call that progress. Now, I still don't want to glorify doing stupid things on your motorcycle. I don't want to glorify wheelies on the motorcycle, and so I still can't recommend it. But what I will advocate for is wearing your motorcycle gear and being smart about how you do things. And so without further ado, here is the footage of me crashing the ground. Keep in mind, this is in a controlled environment where there's no other cars on the road, and I experienced no physical injuries because of it. With all that being said, don't do this at home. Enjoy. Okay.
Hey, you want us to hang out for a minute?
No, I'm cool.
You got a phone? You got somebody to call, or you just hanging out for a minute?
Just ride at home. To be honest with you.
No, I think it's hard.
Ow!
Damn it. Well, let's hang out with you for a minute until you get it started, at least.
I'm checking myself out if you don't mind.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we just saw your house. I mean,
I saw the lights, and him and I were talking. He's like, "Did you just see that?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
There was another car that was super stoned.
Woo. Yeah, that's what that gear's made for, at least.
Definitely hit my head.
Minor concussion, maybe.
Here, stare into the light.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Did you hit your head? Do you want me to
definitely
check
hit
your
my head.
bleeding or
No, I'm not
anything
bleeding.
like that?
I don't know, but
No.
I'm all
Yeah.
right.
Oh, like I said, we'll hang out for a minute. Let you get your
How far you
bearings.
gotta drive?
Yeah, where are you going back
20
to?
minutes.
20
Correct,
minutes.
so
I can make it.
20 minutes on the highway, 20 minutes on the streets.
20 minutes on the street.
Like I can follow you back or something.
No, it's alright. I'm all the way up.
Well, I'm going back to Ashland here soon, so like I've got a ride ahead of me anyway.
It just sucks. I didn't hit my head that hard.
Well, yeah, that's never a good thing.
No.
The
Water, I
bike
got
seems
some
like
water
in
in
pretty
my
good
car.
shape, though.
You have like a water bottle? That'd be...
I don't have a water bottle, but I have my
Oh.
Yeti cup.
Oh, it's alright. Don't
I
worry.
mean, I don't have
Stuff
AIDS.
right there, huh?
I don't care about the bike. I'm more just fucking.
Yeah, make sure you are right. Yeah. Body and shit, you know what I mean?
I got a can of Monster. Like
No,
I don't know.
I'll be off all night.
Oh yeah, seriously.
But yeah, that's the only thing that's got, though. You look good.
Yeah, aside from a couple of loose mirrors, honestly, it's not bad.
I was just more worried about road rash. I think
Yeah, you gotta
Man,
run
I wish I had my toolkit in my car. I just
barely scraped it. Mine is bleeding, so.
yeah. No, I wish I had my toolkit in my car because I could have at least tighten your mirrors up and stuff.
I almost just wore a hoodie and jeans tonight, so this is looking good.
Well, as long as you don't have any rocks inside of you, you'll be fine.
Road rash sucks, that takes weeks.
It does, man. It just burns.
Alright, well, see.
I can't believe you're not bleeding either. I just saw you fucking
I'm kind of surprised.
scooping on the fucking road.
I'm not complaining.
You got thick skin, bro.
I think it was just because of this, but
Yeah, no, I think you had the right gear on, man.
Yeah.
that would have been a lot worse.
That hurt. God, man. Well, can't really think critically right now. My brain kind of hurts. What? I just wrecked. I feel like I just kind of gave him a tone, but fuck, dude. To pop a wheel, I'm like, bro, I just wrecked. I would love to, but I'm a little bit in pain right now, brother. I mean, I feel better. I feel good. All right, I feel better. I feel good now. This sucks. And every little bump on the way home is just going to exacerbate this issue by like tenfold, and I'm not necessarily looking forward to it. But well, if this is the wreck of the year, I'm not really complaining. That's like super cool. Whatever, fine. Let this be the wreck of the year. Every little bump is going to suck, bro. Call Austin, see if I can just keep it at his house. Well, I just know I'm not thinking clear because I just reached for my phone like I was gonna start texting in the middle of traffic, bro. This ground was so clean too. Why am I such an idiot? I mean, I expected it. I just didn't expect it to hurt that bad again. I mean, I was wearing full gear, full leathers with boots, man. Nothing broken, which is cool. It's just hitting the head. Hitting the head sucks. Hitting the head really hurts, man. I can't believe that. I can't believe I hit my head. I'm so mad. I mean, I have a helmet. My helmet's sick, but such an idiot, bro. No road rash, not an ounce of road rash, which is like super cool. Could not be more ecstatic about no road rash, bro. Of course, Cleveland has to have like the worst roads in the country, and now I just have to like go over them on the ground. Stupid. It takes me back to why do I even care about wheeling in the first place? Like I have a cool girlfriend. Why do I even bother with the wheelies, man? I really don't get it anymore. I first started wheeling my S1K because I was like, you know, it was cool. It was a form of expression in a way. Every bump, doing something that real reckless, but it just made me happy because I was like not really as happy at the time, and I don't feel like I really got much to be sad about anymore. And it's just like, why do I even bother, bro? Who am I trying to impress? I don't even give that much of a shit. I'm happy just riding. I'm happy just exploring. I don't care about wheelies, little pow-pows. I'm only doing it for other people. I don't care. It doesn't give me that much happiness anymore. I'm sitting there, I'm putting the reps in, I'm trying to learn how to wheelie, because I'm like, you'll be fine. It makes me want to like quit riding altogether, but I know it's not what I want. That's not what I truly want. I love riding. And riding's awesome. Just doing what I'm doing right now just makes me happy, man. I like just going for little rides. The wheelies, man, I find it so hard to care because I just don't care. Everyone's coming up next to me like, do a wheelie, and I just don't. Yeah, bro, do a wheelie. Stupid moron. Stupid idiot. Every little bump, I feel like I just gotta jump up on the seat. God damn. Well, there's certainly better bikes to learn how to wheelie. I mean, no, that's the opposite, dude. I totally have a concussion. This is not good. There's worse bikes to learn how to wheelie. There's definitely worse machines to learn how to wheelie, because I could have been going a lot faster and this would have been a few months of recovery instead of probably, what's going to be a couple of days. Hitting the head sucks, man. I'm so mad about it. You can't ever reverse it. I just made myself dumber for no reason other than, what, practicing a fucking wheelie like a child to impress nobody for something I don't even care that much about. Why do I care? I don't care about wheelies, man. When I see someone else do it, I'm like, that's cool. I don't think twice about it. I don't think anyone does. You know what's like cool is like going out for a ride and getting home at the end of the day. That's cool. That's fun. I just have these thoughts going through my head that are like, quit riding, which is probably like the primal evolutionary thought process going off because I harmed myself. It's like, hey, you probably shouldn't do that thing again. But I know it's not the bike's fault. It's what I was doing with it because I'm an idiot. If I didn't hit my head, I would be like, fine, bro. I would rather break my foot again than hit my head. Now I'm out of headaches a whole week, man. God, why did I do that? Why? $700 helmet. Barely. I mean, it definitely would have been a lot worse without the helmet, but I had a bad feeling too. I'm like, I wanted to practice it today so much so I could get it down and like hit balance point, but you can't do that all in one night. You got to learn one little thing at a time, and I just haven't been coming down to practice, so you pay the price for it, and I definitely did, bro. That sucks. I'm just so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I was wearing full leather, so I had the confidence. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna happen. I don't even feel like I learned nothing, bro, because I don't even remember. I don't. That's terrible. That means I probably have a concussion. I didn't even get the wind knocked out of me or nothing. It just hurt for no reason. It's definitely humbling to get that feeling of lost control. I suppose it's important in a lot of ways. You know, I got humbled pretty good with my V4 crash, and this one definitely is humbling in its own right as well, but it's just the world's worst migraine going off right now. I'm just more mad at myself because I'm like, dude, I know once Eve finds out about this, because I'm gonna post about it. I mean, I can't not post about it, but I know what Eve's gonna think, and they're gonna be worried. I'm worrying them for no reason. I'm sorry, Eve. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Gotta let Austin know. I'm already on my way home. I'm at least trying to save the mirror, please. Let me save the mirror, at least. I'm not trying to act all doom and gloom. Something I know my friend Jigsaw doesn't like is when people act all doom and gloom like this, but it's just kind of like, ow, man. It's kind of hurt, low-key. I just hate that it's that primal little reaction like I was talking about. It's like the body is just kind of be like, hey, whatever thing you just did, don't do it again. And I'm getting frustrated in my brain that right now it's telling me don't ride. Right now I'm like, I don't really want to ride the motorcycle, which, yeah, obviously I probably shouldn't right now if my head hurts. But it's like, hey, it's not the motorcycle, it's not the riding that part that's at fault. It's the wheelie, it's the stupidity of it. That's what should be at fault. I don't have any problems with riding, man. I'm gotten pretty good at riding defensively, even thoroughly concussed. I can see and recognize those cars pulling up to those lights, pull off on the gas and get ready to brake. And I usually like riding slightly faster than the speed of traffic, but right now it doesn't seem like I have much of a choice. Dude, I can definitely tell I'm concussed. I just forgot what day of the week it was. I'm like, is today Sunday or Monday? It's definitely a Sunday, right? Definitely a Sunday. I don't know, man. Well, if we're doing one crash a year, I suppose crashing on the ground is like, with full leather on, is like literally best case scenario. There's only so much you can do for your head, bro, and that's what's killing me right now. I hate hitting my head. It just sucks, bro, because you only really get one brain, and I already hit my head in the previous accident, and I probably got really stupid after that one, and now I just feel like I'm getting dumb again. I just hate that, man. I hate feeling stupid. I hate that feeling. Oh my God, Matthew, you've failed. You don't know how to wheelie. My God. Well, here's the damage to the motorcycle that was caused because I dumped it like that. Basically what happened, because my boots are super fat and the Grom's rear brake is low-key located lower than any other motorcycle that I own. While I was trying to master the rear brake in this little practice session, when the bike started going up way too high, I wasn't able to successfully hit the rear brake and bring the bike back down. I had some people suggest to me that I should practice wheeling the Grom in tennis shoes and this wouldn't happen, but like, you can still crash in tennis shoes and it's not worth breaking a foot over. Here's some more close-ups of like the damage that happened. It's really not that bad, all things considered. There's like some scratches right here. This is really what sucks, but like, again, these panels are not that expensive and nothing is structural. There's some damage to the turn signal right there. There's some damage up here on the headlight, but like, otherwise, everything else is totally fine. There's no damage on any metal bits. Bike started right back up and I rode home, no problem. So hit my head pretty hard. So forgive me if I kind of sound a little stupid today, but I'm just super thankful that I was on this bike and not a bigger bike. I did record a little video on the ride home while I was talking to myself for a little bit. I don't exactly remember what I said. I'm recording this before I go back and check up what I said there. So from what I remember, I was kind of down in the dumps. I was a little bit down in the dumps, you could probably say. As you can tell, I was pretty discouraged after crashing the ground. Obviously, I think the biggest thing that got hurt was my ego. Painful, the ego hurts a lot. Also, the head hurt a lot, and with concussions, with hitting your head, comes lifelong problems. Head injuries are unfortunately no joke. Obviously, there's no like really recovery period after hitting your head, kind of just like, ow, that hurt. But hitting your head is a bad thing. And I grew up, my mom's a nurse. I grew up being taught that head injuries are no joke, and you don't want to get head injuries, especially a certain amount of them in your life. Even one head injury can mess you up for life. It can completely change your personality going forward for the rest of your life. I like myself a lot. I kind of like the way I think. I like the way my brain works sometimes. I like overthinking. I like who I am. I don't want to change that about me. And so it scares me every time I hit my head like that, because it's like, I don't want to permanently change myself forever. And so hitting myself that hard in the head, not what I want in life. And I really thought that wheeling the Grom, this was like the bike that I could use to get away from all of that, and it wouldn't be a problem. But unfortunately, even with wheeling the small bikes comes that risk for head injury as well. And so in that video, I'm kind of like, I don't even want to do the wheelies anymore. I was only doing them so I could like try to make other people feel happy that I can wheelie my bike, and I didn't really get the intention, especially when I have a girlfriend that like I see a potential future with in the next like 20 years. You know, I don't know where that's gonna go, but like I don't want to be a concussed moron while I'm dating this beautiful person I'm with. But on the other end of the spectrum, I had a friend, his name's also Matthew. He goes by Dropback Matt on Instagram, and he's a little wheelie king. And he told me something that kind of is the opposite end of that spectrum, where it's like, yeah, wheelies are dangerous on the one hand, but on the other hand, wheelies could be considered an essential skill that you need to, it's a requirement basically to be able to handle these high powered motorcycles such as a V4 or an H2. You know, when you're riding a bike that so easily wheelies, you know, maybe not so much the R6 or the R9, but if you're riding these 200 horsepower machines, is it even worth riding those bikes if you can't control when the wheel comes up? And I didn't have anything to say to that. I think that it's a fair point. On the opposite end of the spectrum than someone like my girlfriend or my parents who have the opinion that wheelies are stupid and you're not impressing anybody. So when it comes to my wheelie journey, when it comes to like the stunt journey and all of that, is it worth the risk? No, absolutely not. I don't think it's worth hitting your head, risking potentially worse injuries than what I had if you have less gear on. I always recommend wearing full gear. But on the other hand, can or should you own high-powered motorcycles, such as these two, if you can't control them at their limit? And so I'm at kind of a crossroads here. I'm at a pause moment where I don't really know what I want to do going forward. I kind of see two potential futures here. I could, A, give up on wheeling entirely and just not bother with it anymore and kind of just enjoy the ride for the ride, like I said in my video on my ride home. Or I could continue my journey, risk future injury, but also know to myself that I can control the high-powered ones and continue to own these. Because I feel like with that first option, owning these vehicles, these two right here, wouldn't make any more sense. I'm not ready to make that decision yet. Obviously, it's only a couple days after all this happened, and I'm still processing information slowly as it comes to me. But I'm at a crossroads. And maybe you guys talking to me about some of your journeys could help me out as well, because I don't really know what I want to do in my life. Maybe you guys had a wheelie accident and it changed your perspective on life a little bit, or maybe it was just a regular accident that changed your perspective on how you view motorcycles. I love riding. I'll never quit, but it's just kind of this like technical part where it's like you have to make the decision. Do you want to continue pushing the limit and getting more comfortable with who you are and what you do on the more expensive, powerful one? Or do I just accept defeat? Or not really, I don't want to word it like that. Or do I just accept the fact that I don't like taking the risk and I just want to ride to enjoy my ride? I don't know. I don't see any righteous path here because I think that they both have their opinions and they're both really good points of view. With all that being said, always please be safe on your motorcycles. Don't be like me. Don't be an idiot. And please just always wear your gear, because obviously we grew up here a little bit on this channel within a year. Doing stupid stuff on a 200 horsepower machine wearing no gear to doing stupid stuff on a 10 horsepower motorcycle wearing full leather. That's growth. And if I can do it, you can too, okay? I was sweating, I was not having a good time while I was wheeling. I was drenched in sweat when I hit the ground. Coming home with no road rash, no more scars, no broken bones interrupting me in the middle of my summer. That's a W, that's a win. That's a cool win, you know what I mean? That's cool, that's hot. With all that being said, definitely not buying any more liter bikes anytime soon in the future. That's just a for sure. Like, I was thinking about low-key buying an S1000 RR again. So I'm kind of glad this happened, because now I'm like, that thought is completely not even in my mind anymore. I don't even care, because now my mind's more focused on like, what am I gonna do with these two? Like, should I even keep them? I don't know, especially considering everything that's happened this year. I don't know if the big bikes are even worth pursuing anymore. Yeah, they're great for content, they're great for clicks, but at a certain point, I care more about my life and my future with everybody I love and everybody I know more than some clicks on the internet. I'm sorry. Camera overheated, but I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.